with year 6, primary school, year 6. And there's 29 students in one class and 30 in another. And they're separated into 5 groups. And today we were doing the Star Jump Challenge. And this is where they're in a wider horse stance and the hands come up above their head and they count 1. And then when they do it again, they count 2, and then they count 3, and then 4. And on 5, they jump. So they did this challenge in year 4. And one of the classes achieved 200. Okay, that's the amount that they got to. So today I asked them, what do they think? Well, how many can they achieve today? What can they do today to sort of just build on that from year 4 to year 6? And both of the groups come up with around about 300. They're going like 300. So I said to them, right, okay, some of them were saying 350, 400, 500, 1,000, etc., etc. So to make it realistic, I said, right, let's target 300 with a goal in a sense to get to 350. Okay, so if we hit 300, we keep going and achieve 350. So we start and they're doing it and they're jumping and I walk around, I'm shouting, like encouraging them, jump, spread your legs, keep them wide, jump high, make sure your hands are up, get the routine and count, shout louder, count together. And they're counting, they're shouting and they go through the lull and then I G'd them up again and they went through. When we got to over 300 with the first class, they got to over 300. They're still going, okay? I then sat down. I just sat down and I just waited. And I waited. And I waited. And I waited. And they achieved 440. It was their achievement on that day. As soon as they finished, I said, right, so we need to get into koala resting, which is embracing the tree in Tai Chi terms. Okay, wide horse stance, embracing the tree. Close the lips, focus on the breathing, listen to your heart rate start to calm down, your breathing, etc., etc. So they're doing that. So because they're in their groups, I then asked them to sit down, have a rest, and to have a chat about their achievement and to come up with 1 negative per group and 3 positives per group. So they did this, they sat down, they had a chat about their achievement. And so with the next class, I did exactly the same thing, worked through with them, and then around about 3:20 maybe, I sat down. No, I didn't. I walked around the class and had a chat with the teacher. And what was cool about that is they went to 480 and I had to stop them. Koala resting again. Okay, embracing the tree, resting. So this is what happened. And then again, I gave them the questions, 1 negative, 3 positives. And what come out of that was that sense of achievement on how they was amazed that they can achieve and what it felt like to achieve. That they set a goal, they achieved the goal and did a bit extra. But then they smashed it. They went right the way through it. Some of their feedback was a bit muted. They weren't sort of, but I get excited about things and I expect, this sort of thing, but they don't. It was a little bit calmer. So I explained to them how brilliant they did and what they achieved as a group, as individuals and as micro groups, and then as a team, the whole class. So 30 students in a class as a team. How did they achieve it? And they come out with positives like we was all in rhythm. We're all counting at the same time. So they're all keeping each other going. Okay, and this was the energy of the class that was there. And some of the teachers of each class were extremely surprised at how well their classes did to go through this task. I did not ask them to do over 400. They did it themselves. That is through their own application and everything what they went through. It was absolutely fantastic. It was a great challenge and a great achievement for what they did. They felt the physical side of it. Some of them were perspiring, some wasn't. They really sort of felt it. So they really engaged with doing their sort of star jump challenge on every 5. It was absolutely brilliant at St John's Primary today. Thank you very much. Thought I'd share that. Bye now.